really got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold to the hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul Bearer, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe. What you talking about?
Welcome to the latest episode of Boot to the Face, here live on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm Chris Rucker, along with my co-host EJ Reed, and we are here to talk about the world of professional wrestling. EJ, how you doing?
Doing fine on this glorious Sunday. How you doing?
I'm doing well. First off, I want to give a shout out to our guy JD Hoop, who just out of nowhere redesigned our layout for us. So I appreciate that. It looks way better than the shit I had up there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, doing well. Went and saw Spider-Man yesterday in 3D, which I did not like.
No spoilers. I'm going to next weekend. I was going to go today, but I'm like, I want to see 3D. No, you don't.
You don't want to see it in 3D.
Hey, man.
It's going to fuck up your experience.
Nah, like I said on Facebook, man, you got to get with the times. You can't be your Monica old man Rucker.
You're the only one that said that, though. Everybody else is like, yeah, 3D is trash.
Nah.
You come in.
It was some other people. It was a couple other people. It was like, you got to go back and look at the newcomer.
Yeah.
And then look at the age demographic of the people who are agreeing with you.
It's just hard to follow it with it being in 3D. Like, some shit's blurry. So I don't know. I'd rather just watch it.
Matter of fact, I love the 4D. I like the 4D as well.
I don't even think I've ever seen 4D.
You know, y'all definitely have them in Atlanta. You probably just hadn't went to one of the theaters.
What does 4D mean? Is that when the like chairs shake and shit?
Yeah.
That's what we did yesterday.
Oh, so that was 4D then.
Yeah, it was trash.
I dig it.
Absolute dog shit. The movie itself was good. Like, I go watch the movie again just because I was so distracted by the 4D. Oh, let me tell you about these fucking ghetto motherfuckers in Atlanta that were running this movie theater. So we walk in and, you got to pick your assigned seats.
Mm-hmm.
We go in and they're like, oh, we're still cleaning. The movie starts in like 10 minutes. They're like, we're still cleaning the movie theater. So we finally get to our seats. There's shit in my seat. And then it looks like somebody pissed in the floor right in front of my seat. So I'm like, all right, let me go get somebody to clean this up. I go get somebody. He calls somebody on the radio. The guy that's in there in our theater, he's just like leaning back on the thing and he's talking to another customer. So I'm standing there for like 5 minutes and I look over and I see on the ground next to him is paper towels and some spray. So I get that and go clean my seat out, right? And I tell the guy, like, there's a mess in front of my seat. He comes up about 2 minutes before the movie starts and he tries to hand me the paper towels. He doesn't even come to like my row. He's in the row in front of me. I said, bro, I don't work here. He goes, well, you took the paper towels and the spray like you work here. I said, what the fuck? And my girlfriend was like, calm down, just fucking relax. Like, don't let it get to you. The whole time, like, in front of my seat is just this big mess of shit that I don't want to step in. So eventually they come and they clean. No, actually, my girlfriend cleaned it up. So I go to a manager. I'm like, yo, man, y'all's fucking customer service is trash. I told him what happened. He apologized, gave us free tickets for the next one. And I'm like, free tickets? I want my money back. Like,
snap.
Yeah, like, I don't want to come here anymore. But yeah, that was.
Hold up. So the guy who worked there gave you the paper towels and tissues?
Yeah, handed it to me to clean it up myself because he said that when he was dealing with another customer, I was rude. When I came down, waited patiently, he never addressed me. So finally, I was like, fine, I'll at the very least, like, I'm going to clean my seat out so I can fucking sit down until they can come and clean the floor up. And he goes, "Well, you took the paper towels like you worked here." That's what he told me. I was like, man, if I didn't know how old you were, like if I thought you were of age, I'd probably swing on you right now.
At least you got did you get your money back though? And you said they gave you free tickets.
No, we got free tickets for another movie anytime we want to go.
That's just something. But High Fan in the chat said hi. It says Redemption, but you mean All In because we didn't get to recap Redemption. I know it's been a lot of times.
We haven't recapped Redemption yet.
It's been a lot of time, when pay-per-views happen, we're always a week out, so it seems like forever. But yeah, we didn't even get a chance to recap that. So
it just happened a week ago.
Yeah, but it's a long time. Like when Ross stuff happens, it's always a long time before we get to talk about it. Sometimes,
but High Fan, just in case you want to stick around for like another month, we'll be at All In, and who knows, maybe you'll get some fucking content from London.
Yes, sir.
So follow us on all our social medias: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Not so much. Twitter's just like for shit talking, but TikTok and Instagram is where we post our content at. So if you want to follow us on there, our link tree's at the bottom with all of our get edge, if you will. But how was your weekend, EJ?
This is finally the first weekend where I just got to sit around and do nothing. I've been traveling, float trips, went back home last weekend. You got your cup, the Infinity Stones cups.
My Thanos gauntlet.
You got the coffee. I got a mimosa in here. I'm gonna have a little
mimosa.
Yeah,
I'm going to get espresso martini as soon as this show's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little brunch after the show. Yeah, it's a pretty chill weekend. I forgot to ask you though. I don't want to give any spoilers, but is it like a lot of Spider-Man stuff that you saw in the movie was setting up for what you call it, Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday?
I don't know. It's so convoluted right now. Like I don't know what's setting up for what. Like, yeah, it was actually, without giving a spoiler. There's a main character, the main villain in this is setting up for the big time Doomsday stuff. So yeah, it was a big setup.
Well, I'm excited to see it next weekend. But yeah, but other than that, like this is like the first weekend I didn't have to do anything. I just sat down, caught up with wrestling, finally caught up with TNA. Yeah, we are going to All In. So like Chris said, be tuned in for all the coverage we have from jolly old London. But yeah, I finally caught up with TNA. Thank goodness. I was like 2 weeks behind. Caught up with SmackDown. And then, it was an early ass SummerSlam show. You didn't expect it to start that early.
I didn't expect it to end that early either. I was like, shit. But yeah, I once I got home from seeing Spider-Man yesterday, it was like 6:45, 7 o'clock. So I was like, all right, let me fire up WWE. And I don't know if you heard the news. If you have YouTube TV, you can now watch the WWE pay-per-views on there. So I have YouTube TV through our buddy Keith Velez. And I went on there and I couldn't fucking find it anywhere. So fired up the VPN, turned on Netflix, and as I hit play on SummerSlam, Nick Aldis and Gunther in the ring. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's just now 7 o'clock. How are they this deep into this match? And I had to rewind it for about an hour because I didn't realize it started at 6. But yeah, it was
it's a crapshoot for my VPN and WWE. Sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't. Like NXT always pops up. SmackDown is a crapshoot. I don't know why it's like finicky like that, but I just use the IPTV.
You know what I realized?
What's that?
When you do the Netflix with VPN, if you click on a different profile, sometimes it works fine. Yeah. So I'll click on my daughter's profile and watch WWE on there. Yeah, she'll be like, "Dad, why I got all this wrestling stuff on my profile?" And I'm like, "Shut up! I pay for Netflix, not you."
Yeah, I heard that is a little trick. Go ahead.
That'll be a long trip unless you live in Europe. It's only 8-hour flight for me. I mean, I guess that's long, but when you go to Japan, it's like 14 hours. Like 8 hours ain't shit. But yeah, it's a nonstop flight for me. EJ actually his flight's going to be long. He's actually flying to Dallas, which is the opposite direction, and then flying to London.
Yeah,
so
weird, but I think it's a 9-hour flight for me. But I can fall asleep on the plane, so by the time I wake up, I'll be there. So
did I tell you I got a new a whole new apparatus to fly with? Like we both bought these neck pillows that like wrap around your neck, but they're connected to the you hook them onto the back of the seat where the little like pillow is, and it holds your head up straight like this, and it's got a blindfold for it. I got some fucking hostage tape I'm gonna put on, and then I got a mask. Yeah, so every time we go overseas, we end up getting sick, and I think it's because we're on the plane so long with all these fucking miscreants that are just passing germs around. So I'm gonna wear a mask also. But the hostage tape, I've been sleeping with that once or twice, and it works pretty well. Stop you from snoring.
Yeah, with it. I'll just be afraid that it would stop my way of breathing or somehow.
It's breathable also. Like it's got a hole right there where if you need to breathe through your mouth, you can. But for the most part, it wants you to breathe through your nose. And I got one of them little nose strips that opens up your nostrils or whatever. I'm gonna put a mask on and I'm gonna be out, buddy. Boy, if my job let me do THC, that'd be the only other ingredient I'm missing to sleep. But I'm gonna take some melatonin and hopefully go to sleep in Atlanta and wake up in Europe.
Yeah. So we're about a little less than a month out because it's the end of August. So be on the lookout for all the coverage when we're over there in the UK.
Speaking of AEW, let's go ahead and jump right into it. As we talked about in the chat, we had AEW Redemption last week, which I thought was a thrown together pay-per-view with not much build to it, but as AEW always does, man, they don't fucking miss when it comes to pay-per-views.
Snoop Dogg Crow, this motherfucker don't miss.
Right. He's talking about Tony Khan.
I enjoyed the pay-per-view, man. Like you said, when it comes to the in between the ropes and the bell, they hardly ever miss. So, what were some of the highlights that you took out of the pay-per-view?
I thought Edge and Christian winning was predictable, but I didn't realize the New Day's contracts weren't up until July 31st, though. So I kind of wanted them to come out. They didn't. But then you got the Young Bucks coming out and making the match official. And, I'm not a big fan of the Young Bucks or Edge and Christian or Christian and Edge, but I do think being in person to see this match is going to be fun, whether I like either team involved or not. So I'm not mad about it.
It's a like generation versus generation. Edge and Christian were staples in the early 2000s. The Young Bucks brought in that new wave with the Hot Topic shirts and, them kind of like the no-sell type of wrestling where it's just action-packed. So it'll be interesting to see that Styles clash right there.
A good sit-down interview with them on Dynamite also.
Yeah, so I like how they're building up with it. But like you said, I was hoping that it'd be like a triple threat and the New Day maybe get thrown in there. I mean, it's still a month out. They
still got time.
Yeah,
it is a bit odd that they went and made that match at Redemption, though, right?
Yeah, I thought it was
like odd. It just seems early, like something else could happen. So we'll see. I enjoyed the TBS title match with Maya World becoming your new TBS champion. I love that move she does. I just wish she, like my boy Stone Cold said, I wish she put a little more stank on it. It's like the way she hooks in with the fucking fall away pin. Clearly, the person can get out of it if they wanted to. So I wish they could tighten that up a little bit. Other than that, man, I got no complaints. Like I'm here for Maya World's push. Like they caught lightning in a bottle with her. The crowd loves her. She's not hard to look at.
They were chanting her name, Dynamite or Collision, one of those two shows. But yeah, she's cut off. This podcast I listen to, they're a smaller podcast, but I'm friends with them. I interact with them. I'm not gonna call them out by name, but for some reason they don't like Maya World for some reason. I don't know why. Like I don't get. Like you said, the fans like her. She's good in the ring. They were like, we just don't see it with her, even though she won the title. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, it's like me with LA Knight. Like everybody loves LA Knight. I don't see it.
But she's good in the ring though, Maya World. But they were like kind of downplaying how she is in the ring. High fan said I'm ordering all in, but not going to it. It's gonna be a pretty good event. Yeah, it's gonna be a marathon. It's 6 hours.
we might have to do some cocaine over there, EJ. Just stay awake.
I'd be the type of dude that does cocaine and then like has a heart attack the first time.
Me too. That's why I don't do drugs. That's exactly I don't do drugs. I'm always like watching me be the one that overdoses the first time they did it, and people be like, "I knew that nigga was on that shit."
Like that's what they said allegedly happened to Len Bias. Allegedly that was his first time doing it.
Yeah.
The former Boston Celtics draftee.
But all in, if they go off of historically, I think it starts at what, like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in America.
Yeah.
It's gonna be early. It's gonna
Yeah.
be early there. So, and it will be a fucking marathon. High fan, you're right. Like it's gonna be a long day of wrestling.
Why don't they just start early every time? Like when they, during the football season, they do Saturdays. You can start early Saturdays, and then non-football, you can start early. Like you watch football at 12 and 1, so why can't you do wrestling constantly early?
I think they don't want to go head to head with either college football or NFL during the season. But I feel like during the off season of football, yeah, man, fucking 5 o'clock on the East Coast time. What's wrong with that? If you're gonna have us here for 5 hours, at least start it at fucking 5 o'clock, where I can go to bed after the main event and not have to worry about sleeping in the day after.
I mean, you see WrestleMania, but either way, like you're gonna go head to head with college, like I said during NFL season, because they do Saturdays, but you're gonna go regardless of college football because you got the West Coast games that start at like 9-10, so you're gonna be going against college football regardless what time you start. So
that's true. I honestly just wish they just go to Saturdays
permanently.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't. Because I mean, in the off seasons, like I don't understand why they do Sundays in the first place. C. Flu said, "Maya is a prime example of somebody that jumped at a great opportunity, presented itself. Remember your girl Tegan Knox? they got a chance in the company and they didn't want to do the job. And then she said, Maya and Hines stepped in when that was stupid of him. And where are they at now? I know you keep up with a lot of the indie wrestlers. Where are Tegan Knox and her girl?
Indies. They were just here in Atlanta like a couple months ago. Remember, I posted that video of her coming and sitting next to my girlfriend. We were in the front row in the middle of her match and drinking beer with her.
Talk about fumble the bag. I must say, talk about fumble the bag. Like,
yeah,
it's still real of them, damn it, I guess.
I am though. How do you think she feels? She was a tag team partner too. Like, and now your girl's the fucking TBS champion, and you're on Collision, like doing the JOB every week. You just happy you got a job, or you happy?
Yeah, happy. She's probably happy for her. I'm happy she could be unemployed or back on the indie. So I think the wrestlers at the end of the day, they just want to make money.
Other thing at Redemption that I enjoyed was the women's world championship match. And I'm watching this match, and as you know, I'm a fan of Tekla, but I picked against her entire title reign. And now that it's time for her to lose, I'm like, I kind of don't want to lose because she's been a good champion, right? And I like Willow, but Willow's been annoying to me. So I'm watching this match, and every near fall, I'm like, yes, no, yeah. Like, I don't know who to cheer for. And eventually, we all kind of came to the conclusion that it was going to be Willow that won so she can go fight Mercedes. And I'm not going to lie to you, dog. If this pay-per-view was not in England, we'd have to have a conversation about the women main event and All In.
Why you say that?
Because the story between Mercedes and Willow is so much better than the story between Ospreay and Omega. Now, Ospreay and Omega do have a story. I won't poo-poo it, but like Mercedes said, man, every fucking turn, Willow's in her way. She came to AEW to do this. Willow's in her way. She went to New Japan to win that championship. She got injured. Willow won it. The crowd's chanting for her. Like, she's got the title that Mercedes wants. It's just a bunch of things that have happened along the way that have led to this story that wasn't even planned out. Like, they didn't plan on Mercedes getting hurt and Willow winning the New Japan Strong Women's title. They didn't plan on a lot of the shit, but it just, through happenstance, Willow and Mercedes are fucking the yin and the yang. And I love it. And honestly, like I said, if this was in Texas this year, I'd be on here telling you that the women should main event.
Yeah, they probably may have. But it's going to be Will in his hometown, so of course he's going to be close out the show. Rather see Tekla versus Mona. I don't know about that. I think I like this story better. Like Rucker said, I like Willow versus Mercedes. That's where the money's at. But like Rucker said, Tekla's been stepping her game up the past 3-6 months, and
big time.
She grew on a lot of people. She's just out of her mind, and I think that's the charm about her.
Luna Vachon is who she reminds me of.
Yeah, I've heard that comparison, and I'm curious to see what they do with her going into All In, because you can't have her off the show. Are they going to do like a big women's casino thing? Seaflu said he's not happy with you, Mr. Rucker. Predicted right, but I really wanted the Spider Lady to win and go. It is what it is. We both predicted.
Yeah,
win.
Honestly, I would have been happy with either match. I predicted the Willow and Mercedes thing months ago, but had Tekla won, I can't say this, but I don't think Tekla versus Mercedes would be as good as Willow versus Mercedes, but it wouldn't be far behind. I think Tekla's really good, and I think Mercedes and Tekla physically match up really well to where they could have put on a fucking barn burner, as they used to say.
Yeah. So I think they already announced maybe a casino. Something that I don't like. This is kind of a little bit off topic. It's not. It's kind of they announced the Continental Cup for All In. I'm like, because I was thinking, I'm like, y'all just gonna move to C2, but no, it's a whole new tournament. I told you they treat this.
They're not gonna do the whole. They're not gonna do the whole tournament at All In, are they?
No, it's the finals. Whoever wins the tournament is gonna face Moxley at.
I was gonna say, if they doing a whole fucking tournament, like I'll just show up late.
So now you got a regular just a straight up tournament for the Continental Classic, and you got a round robin tournament at the end of the year. I'm telling you, they treat this belt like it's the world title. So
that's why Moxley has it. Moxley's like the most important wrestler in AEW. We just don't know it.
He's the main character. But you think they're gonna do like a casino battle royal, I guess, with the women? Maybe that's how Tekla gets on All In.
I think either that or there'll be a Stardom 6-woman tag for the belts that her and the Sisters of Sin have. Yeah. So they might put in a 6-man tag for the Stardom titles.
Yeah. Well, she needs to be on the show just for the work she's put in. So I guess we'll see how that plays out. But
I don't think Tekla needs to be left behind on the biggest show of the year when for the past 5-6 months she's carried the women's. We were looking for somebody with a character when Toni Storm went out of nowhere. Like, remember that shit? Ronda Rousey showing up wanting to fight Toni Storm? How that just went to shit. And we were looking for somebody to step up. Mercedes was out, Willow got hurt, and Tekla fucking carried the ball, man.
Yeah. So you got to reward her for that. So yeah, see how it plays out. But how about your boy? How winning a belt after the pay-per-view?
So I love Andrade. I've been talking about this forever. And it's not just Andrade, it's an AEW wrestler thing. Like, quit fucking posing to the fans so much. It's like AEW pay-per-views literally could be shorter by an hour if they quit stunting to the fans after they do every fucking move. Like my boy Kevin Knight, every move he does, he has to brag to the fans. Like, come on, man. Like, you trying to win the match, or you trying to win a popularity contest. The stuff on Andrade is good. If you want to go out, you want to take your pants off and take a picture with an OnlyFans girl, that's cool. But cut all the other shit out.
I thought these were indie wrestlers. You said OnlyFans? It's
a mixture of both. Some of them are indie wrestlers, some of them are OnlyFans models.
Oh, snap.
I say models using the air quotes.
Andrade
some of them taking the butt on OnlyFans.
I wonder if Andrade cracking him.
Probably. He ain't made anymore. He's a real Latino man.
Oh, snap.
The boy got the Latino heat. But yeah, I love Andrade. I talked about this last week. I wish it would have been a more important title than the North American title that he got. But
you mean the national championship?
Yeah. Sorry. I do think he's on collision course with MJF though, because he's still talking shit about him. So I think when MJF gets back from his injury to come back to All In, it'll be Andrade and MJF.
How could you have MJF maybe it'll cost him along the way, going from the world title to the national challenging for a national championship. You think he might cost Andrade on the way, or you just think he just straight up faces him for that title?
That's a good question. I do think Andrade needs to run with the title, even if it's just for like a month. I think he needs to be world champion. And it's just bad timing that he's over as much as he is right now, right around the time for All In and the Ospreay and Death Rider stories happening. Because if this were to happen in like February or March, I think you could put the title on him. But they got to find a way to keep him as hot as he is right now. Because I think right now, if Andrade stays like he is, he's definitely a world champion. How you know?
I think it wouldn't be until Full Gear World's End season where he can maybe get it in there, but it's just Ospreay's time. And Alex said Tony Khan doesn't know how to strike while I don't know about that, because last year he struck while I was hot, because I heard it might have been plans for Ospreay to win last year, but that Hangman just got a groundswell of support, and so I don't know about if I believe that's entirely true. In prior, that happened prior, because he should have forced CM Punk to face Kenny Omega when all that happened, but he wanted to play everybody, do their own thing in separate shows. He tried to give Punk a separate show of Collision, but he should have said, "Hey, y'all work for me. We're running this on TV." And now look, they lost all that money they could have made. So there has been cases where he didn't strike while I was hot, but I think he's learned a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's a mixed bag. I think he's missed, and I think he's hit on some. He hit on Darby. I would have never saw that coming. He hit on Swerve. Would have never saw that coming.
Sting.
Yeah, the Sting thing was really good. Yeah, I think he does well with striking while the iron's hot, but I think he misses too. Like you're not going to be 100%. Alex says the women's division really needs Tony. Well, like we talked about earlier, I think the character that took over for Tony Storm was Tekla. Now, everybody may not love it. It's not entertaining in the same way as Tony Storm was, but I think she's doing well as the character work in the women's division.
Speaking of Tony Storm, has she been like hiding a pregnancy? Like nobody really knows what happened.
Why we always go there with the women? I know it's like the low hanging fruit, but
yeah,
when a guy's like Randy Orton's off TV, nobody's like, "Is he pregnant?"
Because he can't. Biologically, he can't get pregnant.
But still, like nobody automatically says that. Tony Storm just fucking needed a hiatus.
Has she even been on like social media?
No, she quit doing social media when all those pictures got leaked from her years ago.
Leak? What leak?
Remember the leak where people hacked like all the wrestlers and celebrities' phones, and there was pictures of her doing stuff to herself.
She had like nudes and stuff. I didn't see that. I'm not gonna be a creep and check it out, but damn, that's unfortunate.
It was never mind.
Yeah, this is we're a clean show. Yes, but the Seafood said AEW Women's is hotter than. It's not that hard. It's not that hard of a bar to get hotter than TNA, but I don't know.
I mean, TNA for a while had the hottest women's division, though. Actually, NXT did. NXT had the hottest women's division. But yeah, the WWE and TNA right now's women's division is just, we'll talk about it later. Like their Knockouts television championship tournament is just in shambles right now.
Man.
The High Fan says, I wouldn't be surprised if Tony Storm returns at All In. I hope so.
That'd be dope.
Mercedes gets the win and Tony Storm comes out and challenges her.
Yeah, Tony beat her last year. I was in the building at All In. Tony beat Mercedes at All In. Yeah, so that'd be like a good way to wrap things up or tie everything together. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I was actually watching that match on the Stairmaster the other day.
How was it watching it?
I didn't get through the whole thing. I just got through. Stairmaster's a motherfucker, so it's hard to watch a whole match on the Stairmaster. But my AEW wasn't working correctly. So it was giving me like these match suggestions I could watch. So I just picked that when I watched their intros and the very beginning of it where Tony like spanked her and did the money dance and shit like that. And by then I was like, all right, that's 10 minutes. I'm out.
I still hadn't gotten to watch that like back on because I was there live. And I do that a lot. Like I still hadn't watched WrestleMania 40. Like I was just thinking about like how many things I've gotten to check off my wrestling bucket list. I pretty much done it all. Like I've been to all the big fours, went to All In. I saw Money in the Bank cash in. You saw a cash in too with Naomi. I saw one with
Damian Priest.
Did Damian Priest. I mean, I don't know if I've seen a Hell in a Cell live. Maybe that's one thing I still got to do. I hadn't seen a Hell in a Cell live.
I don't think I've seen a Hell in a Cell either. I haven't been to Survivor Series, but I don't consider Survivor Series a big four. I think Money in the Bank is the big four.
No, it's a big four. It's a big four because they do stadiums. They do stadiums with it, and they don't do stadiums with Money in the Bank. Not a War Game. War Games, raised it back up to being a big four because like they're doing it at Astro Stadium. So
yeah,
maybe I'll go to that.
I think I've talked about it on here before. I could have went and saw Survivor Series here in Atlanta the first time Roman won the title, but then Sheamus cashed in on him like 5 minutes later. But the reason I didn't go was because my ex-wife at the time was like, there was like a big terrorist threat in downtown Atlanta at the time, and WWE was talking about like pulling the show out, but they ended up doing it anyway. And my ex was like, I don't think you should go. Like, it's going to be dangerous, blah, blah, blah. Roman ends up winning the title. The title was vacated by Seth Rollins, and him and Ambrose were in the finals. He beat Ambrose, and then Sheamus and Triple H cashed in on him. So could have went to a Survivor Series. I've been to SummerSlam. I've been to Royal Rumble. Been to multiple WrestleManias. I've been to All In, but not an AEW All In. I was at the very first All In that was pre AEW in Chicago. So this will be my first All In. So I think the only thing I got left is fuck Survivor Series. The only thing I got left is Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh yeah, I haven't been to that either, so I gotta check. I still think you should go to a Survivor Series. Have you been to Money in the Bank?
No, they're in New Orleans this year though.
Yeah, that seems like they don't even care about Money in the Bank as much because they can't settle on a date when it's gonna happen. I don't even know. We know when the date is gonna happen with Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
But
let's finish up redemption talk. We fucking just jumped all over everywhere. World Heavyweight Championship match was Kevin Knight losing to Kenny Omega with the aftermath of the Death Riders coming out and Ospreay and Omega attacking Ospreay, and then the fallout was this week.
Well, hold up. So you predicted that you could see, Ospreay being the mastermind and kicking out John Moxley, but it kind of happened like that, but not quite like that. He said, fuck it. He just burned the house down and turned on them before they could turn on him. Because when they tried to get him to do the plastic bag, and some people saying it was a little bit premature, but I don't know. I didn't mind it.
I still feel like he's a part of Death Riders. If you talk about that interview or the promo with him and Omega, he turned around and looked at Omega and said, I kind of like being a Death Rider. And I was like, that's some villain origin story shit right there. Like the way he said it, the way he looked, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I don't know. I enjoyed the segment with Ospreay and Omega though. It went a little long, but when they got to the end of it, I really fucking liked it. And
you're not the only one. Like it's been like a lot of online chatter about how great it was. I thought it was a little long. Maybe I gotta go back and watch it because everybody's been applauding it, saying it was like one of the best.
It's what we've been asking for AEW. We've been asking for. You can send Kenny Omega and Ospreay to the ring Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they're going to have a great match. But make me want to cheer for one of them. Make me, besides just being like, that's my favorite, he does the cool moves. Like, give me some fucking emotion behind. And that's what they did. That's what we've been asking for. And they did it with Mercedes and Willow.
I like that one.
And they did it with Ospreay and those are the two main money matches of All In. So I really liked it, man. And honestly, I don't know where they go from here. Like, just keep them off TV the rest of the month. Just leave it there. Keep showing me replays of what just happened in the ring on Wednesday.
So wasn't Moxley kind of right though about Will Ospreay, kind of getting in his own way sometimes, because as soon as he turned on the Death Riders, Kenny Omega put him in the one-wing angel. So
yeah, he didn't lose anything, man.
Isn't Moxley like I told you? And then starting off the show on Dynamite, Daniel Garcia caught a stray, but like
it wasn't a stray. He called him Young Boy Will. He deserved to get his fucking head taken off. Who are you? You just go back to dancing. Like, you don't talk to me. I'm in the main event of All In. Like, how dare you? Even Moxley didn't even jump in. He was like, yeah, he kind of had that shit coming.
But like they didn't attack him. Like Moxley kind of held off the dogs. Like, so where do you even see this going?
I've told you, I think Ospreay's the leader of the Death Riders. By the time we get to Dynamite after All In and it's all said and done, I think Ospreay's the heel.
Yeah. I guess we'll see how it plays out. Like you said, like they had those promos with the women and the men this early. Like, where do we go in between then? So it's up to them to keep that momentum going.
Yeah. Anything else you want to hit from Redemption and Dynamite?
We do have some. No, we hit everything. That's crazy. But Collision kicked off with a new signee team, one that you didn't want to see in the company, but fans were all about it.
Yeah, they were in Detroit. Wait till they go to fucking Omaha, and let's see how the reaction to Motor City Machine Guns get. I don't get it with them.
Why not?
They're like the LA Knights of the tag team division to me.
They could go. People like cheering for them. So I don't know why you have these qualms about them.
I just don't like them. I cannot like them.
Yeah, but don't you think that it's just good to pad the tag team now that we probably are getting a New Day? It's always good to have like a deep roster, especially in the tag team division where the other company kind of doesn't really care about it. Like, this could be our thing. We're the stacked tag team division company.
Are they though? Because you still got Christian and Edge versus the Young Bucks, who aren't that young.
The old Bucks. Yeah, because you still got some team. You got the new trios team. They always could be a tag team with the GOA, Gates of Agony. You got Death Riders got tag teams in it. The Dogs, you got tag teams in there. Bang Bang Gang got a tag team in it with the Guns. So what happened to Top Flight? You got Top Flight too. It's tag teams in it. And
don't forget my boys, the Swirl.
Yeah, the Swirl. I know. With the trio with what's the trio's name when they're with Lethal Twist.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, they got So I think like they're primed for. High fan said I'm a huge Alex Shelley fan. My second, interesting. Because I remember last week he say he was a Christian Cage fan.
That's what he said, right there behind Christian Cage.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It because it's interesting that Alex Shelley is second favorite. I mean, he was a TNA World Champion. See, Flu's not into. Yeah, he was.
Alex won the TNA title.
Yeah, like right before he went to
Eddie Edwards.
He was too, but. And Chris Sabin was like back when they were actually, I think, still on Spike. He was the world champion.
Yeah, the downfall of TNA.
But then, Alex Shelley won it like right before they went to WWE. He was a TNA champion. So, yeah.
I don't hate the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't care for them. Like, I'm not gonna turn my TV when they're on TV, but it's not like, oh shit, the Motor City Machine Guns are here. I have to be here to see this.
So, they were always a better fit for AEW, but I think the right move was them to go to WWE.
And just give it a shot.
Yeah, scratch that say that you did it. And then
they won the tag titles.
They won the tag titles, and you got your cake and eat it too, because Tony Khan still wanted to sign you. So, and I'm sure they're making a pretty penny over there. So, hey, you got to check off all the bucket lists. I think if they win the AEW championships, they'll be the first to winning in all three major North American companies. So there you go.
Steve Flew said he wouldn't have signed it. Didn't the Hardys win AEW tag titles?
They didn't
You
win
sure?
it.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. I was looking at the list the other day just to because I was thinking about it. Will they be the first? Yeah, the Hardys never won it, but he said he wouldn't have signed them. Why wouldn't you have signed them? C Fluid. I guess Ruck could probably agree with you. Yeah, he said he wouldn't have signed them. Why not?
Because they're off.
They're good in the ring now. I mean, I don't.
What does this mean?
It's the state of Michigan. You know, it looks like the glove. That's the way the Detroit is on the Michigan map.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I always wondered.
Yeah.
I see him doing that shit all the time.
Yeah. You never seen a map with Michigan? It looks like a glove or a hand.
I don't look that far up north.
There you have it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the AEW talk. I know Will Ospreay packed up Dan Garcia at the end of Collision. Did anything happen after the match?
I hadn't watched all the Collision, but I did see that the Super Hot Legion of Doom attacked Jamie Hayter and what's Will Ospreay's girlfriend's name? Alex Windsor. So that's set up for All In now. So we're gonna get big meaty women slapping meat. Can you say that?
I don't think you can say that.
Does that sound worse than big meaty men?
Yeah, I don't even think that's PG in the words of truth.
Big meaty women slapping meat.
Yeah, because that can mean
meaty women.
That can mean
not too meaty.
That can mean that's a double or triple entendre. So we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I'm excited to see that when we're in the building. So I think you got to put the belts on them. Too many tag teams, and they're a little boring right now. I don't think you can have too many tag teams, especially when, like I said, the other company doesn't really care about tag team wrestling. That could be your thing.
Get his point. When you have so many tag teams and everything's just a meaningless tag team match, and then you start pairing together like singles wrestlers to tag up all the time, then you start making all these fucking trios matches. Like, I get his point to an extent. Like, I enjoy AEW, but I do think they're on the cusp of having just too many multi-person matches.
That's the way to get the people on the card. But if it's probably inevitable that the New Day is going to sign. I think you got to chill out on these signees after you get them in the company. Because where's the Hurt business at, or the Hurt Syndicate?
I don't know I think they're in a conundrum with the Hurt Syndicate, because it's not believable for them to be a tag team and not win every match. It's also not believable for Lashley not to just destroy everybody. Honestly, it's not believable for Shelton Benjamin not to beat everybody. Like, they're so much bigger and better than everybody else, and they do the ground and pound as opposed to the high flying shit. Like if Shelton Benjamin was to wrestle Kevin Knight, you can't tell me Kevin Knight's going to win that match and me expect to. Now, he may win, and that may be the way you book it, but realistically, Shelton Benjamin would kill Kevin Knight.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's not really any perceived shooters on the roster besides them.
So it's really like a double-edged sword with the Hurt business, because they go back to WWE and everybody's kind of their size and they're not booked like monsters. They come to AEW and they're bigger than everybody, so you got to take them off TV in order to get other people over.
Yeah, I mean, the only other big people like Big Cass, he's back over there in WWE, and Brian Cage, he's a big dude, but he's not really booked favorably like that.
Yeah, he's my height though.
You keep saying that, and I was just, but
you can tell me whatever's billed on there, but I was literally standing in the back row next to the ramp at Collision here in Atlanta, and he came and pulled the fucking guardrail from behind me, and we were looking eye to eye at each other.
Still a big dude. He's also High Fan's also a big MVP Lashley Benjamin fan. Maybe New Day gets thrown in with them once they debut. Daybreak, that's what their video that they put. They said people were crying watching the video. I still hadn't watched it. The video they posted on social media.
There's a part in the video. You ever seen the movie John Q?
Yeah, with Denzel with the heart, his kid. Yeah, the heart for his kid.
You know, the end of the movie, he's getting fucking sent off to jail, and his son breaks through the fucking barricade and starts like flexing because he wants to be a bodybuilder. And he's like, "You gave me a new heart, Dad. This is for you." There's a point in that little video that reminded me of that. I was like, I need to pause this shit because it was basically, spoiler alert. It was unicorns, and one of the unicorn had a broken horn, which is Big E, and the other two unicorns broke loose from the circus master, and they were about to escape. And as they're running, they look to the right, and the unicorn with the broken unicorn horn was like, "Go do it without me. Go ahead, leave me. Don't worry about me." And they were like, "We got you, cuz." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Is that supposed to? Is the circus master supposed to be your boy Triple H? Just running
Redemption ain't Vince.
Circus with a bunch of clowns and stuff. I mean, that was kind of weird how they booked him towards the end, dressing up as pimps, and it's only on the commercial breaks and all. It's kind of like a circus.
I also feel like I'm kind of tired of like everybody leaving WWE being like, I was in handcuffs and chains. You were getting paid six figures. Shut the fuck up. I was a slave to the system.
I kind of agree with you, but then I gotta get their point as well. Like when you're a lot of these people are art kids and artsy fartsy and all about being creative, and when they got ideas and all these plans and people just keep turning them down, they're like, it is kind of constricting. So you don't see that side of it too?
I mean, I do, but don't tell me you were handcuffed and in chains and you were a slave. Like you were getting paid really fucking well to not be on TV.
That's it's a little bit dramatic, like you said, when they're comparing it to that. But like, I'd be a little frustrated if you're pitching ideas and they keep getting turned down and stuff. So.
Not me. You can turn all my ideas down, but the checks still come every 2 weeks. Shit. Here's another idea you're not gonna like, Triple H. Here you go.
But then,
all right, I'll be in catering.
But then even though you're getting paid these checks, your days are numbered if they're not using you. You're like, all right, that make me feel a little weird. That I know.
Doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter if like putting less bumps on your bump card and you're still getting paid. Yeah, you're extending your career by sitting around not doing anything.
I get it. It sounds fine and dandy, but people
just stay over on social media.
People didn't get in the business just to sit at home and sit in catering. So it is what it is. It's pros and cons. I see your side of it, but then I see side of it.
I feel like getting paid handsomely for doing less work is like the American dream.
It's just being lazy is the American dream.
It ain't about being lazy, but if you're gonna pay me to do less work, isn't that what you get promotions for? You want to get paid more to do less.
Maybe not less necessarily. You want to get paid to do different stuff. Maybe I don't know. It's nuanced.
Speaking of getting paid more to do less, Grayson Waller showed up on NXT, dropping his version of a pipe bomb. What'd you think about this?
I think people were overrated. C-Flu said, "Wish my job when you me, but still paying." Yeah, everybody wishes it, but that's not reality. I thought it was. People were like, some people were like, "Oh, this is great." Some people were shitting on it. I'm in between. I'm like, yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
I'm about with you. I feel like I'm a big Grayson Waller fan, especially when he was in NXT. I don't think they did much with him when he was in the main roster. I liked that he was taking shots at people, and it just made the NXT male roster look even lamer because nobody came out there to check him, but they all got on Twitter.
Yeah, got on Twitter.
Shit. Like, I'm in the middle of the ring. You got something to say? Come out here and say it. And none of them did. So,
and how about, like I said, TNA is just their feeder system. He shit on TNA. It just let him do it.
Yeah, I saw some TNA wrestlers are mad too online.
They're probably shoot mad though. I'm saying probably. What they say?
Our boy, money.
AJ Francis.
He posted a picture of him and Grayson Waller at the Super Bowl. There was like a party going on, and he's like, "Yeah, I got paid a WrestleMania check to come host this, and this dude was in the crowd begging me to let him come down here with me, so I finally did." I was like, "Oh." There's a lot of people posting real shit about Grayson Waller. But
I saw the Angels guy. He said something. I can't remember exactly what he said. He said something slick on there.
He's a Georgia independent wrestler. I've seen him wrestle many a time here.
Hold up. I'm talking about the British dude on NXT.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Alan Angels from AEW ROH.
He said something. He said something real slick on Twitter. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, people Some of it was probably kayfabe. I think the TNA responses was probably shoot was like he said because he just shit on him. But I don't know. It's kind of like he's like the kid that graduated from high school going back to fuck with the seniors. Like
I don't see. I've heard people give that comparison too. Like you're almost 40, you're getting sent back to NXT. Charlotte went back to NXT. Becky went back to NXT. Finn Balor went back to NXT.
Finn Balor
went back to NXT.
Finn Balor is a good example because he actually did it NXT. But the other ones were like cameos. New Day won the tag team championships there, but
Becky won the women's title.
But they were like cameos almost.
She was on NXT every week.
Finn was like when he did his stint, he was like off to the main roster. So I'm thinking like just straight up NXT. Becky and Charlotte was still on the.
Sean Spears went back.
Well, that's not a good example because he's like mid. He's not good.
The perfect 10. What are you talking about?
He's just got with a whole new gimmick. Dillinger. But yeah, I mean
he's married to Peyton Royce.
Yeah, speaking of them, like that's another tag team that could be helping in there, like nowhere to be found. But I digress. I mean, I don't know what this will do. I mean, the men's division, like he was right about the women running in circles around them because we've been saying that for months now.
That was good.
But
he said there's only about 5 or 6 people here that are ready for the main roster, and they're all women.
He's not wrong though.
Yeah,
the men's division is struggling. I mean, so I'm guessing would you just put the belt on him? I mean, why not? I guess.
Yeah, the men's division sucks. Why not put the belt on Grayson Waller?
See what he could do. I've never been the biggest Waller fan. Sometimes, like I tell you, it's not fair to them, but the accent kind of with some of these British wrestlers kind of gets in the way for me.
He's Australian, I thought.
Yeah, he's right. He is Australian, but Australia, Britain, those accents kind of get in the way. But Drew doesn't bother me. Drew doesn't bother me. Drew's accent doesn't bother me.
You know what's funny about that is I'm the complete opposite. I think that enhances them when they have that accent like that. Seems like they're always ready to fight when they got that Australian and British accent.
For me, it's like I can't take you seriously.
Like if you're in a bar and a motherfucker calls you mate, you don't want to fight him. Like you don't want to fight a motherfucker that's saying mate. Hey mate, nah, I'm good, bro. Yeah, you want a beer?
This is one social media dude. He was like, he said, I never lose to somebody from Britain. Like if I lose to somebody in a fight Britain, you might as well just revoke my black card. He said, I never lose to a dude with a British accent.
Well, we'll find out in a month, I guess.
I'll have to say you that after I get over here. But yeah, might as well. I mean, because Tony, like we said, like this like weird character that Tony D's doing with the crazy hair is just not working for me.
So he doesn't have his gangster accent anymore. Now he just sounds like Braun Breaker when he talks.
Exactly. Like, what happened to like the Tony Soprano? Hey, he just talked like a regular. I don't know, man. They need something, but so maybe it's a shot in the arm for the division.
Speaking of women, we have a new women's intercontinental champion, Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Gonzalez Rodriguez, beat Sol Ruca. And my question with this, EJ, we've seen this with Lyra, we've seen this with Maxine, we've seen this with AJ Lee, and now we're seeing it with Sol Ruca. Why are we using Becky Lynch to get people over if they're not going to do shit with them afterwards?
Maybe they have plans and then plans change. Or maybe like in a roundabout way they are over. Because look at Lyra. She's cooking with this weird Tatum Paxley type character. People like it. You're squinting for people listening to audio, but some people have been liking this new character change.
Some people like who? Homeless people?
But I mean, it's something different. Maxine, you see the heat that she's been getting lately.
She's not a wrestler anymore, though. She's just a fucking side piece.
And
literally, she's fucking Austin Theory's girlfriend now.
And AJ Lee's off TV, so you right with that one. But
she didn't do shit when she won the title. They wasted her comeback.
I don't even understand why she's playing around with the Intercontinental title. That was just always weird to me. But I don't know. I guess you could say that. I don't know. I look at it a little bit differently. I don't know if these people have been wasted. So about time Rocky won a championship. Rocky. Who am I?
Who the fuck is Rocky?
Yeah, that's what. Oh, maybe Roxanne. Oh, Raquel.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you necessarily wasted. Like, what else would have done with Becky Lynch or with the woman after they beat Becky Lynch?
I don't know. Maybe after Sol Ruka beats the greatest women's wrestler of all time, she actually fucking wrestles on TV.
Yeah,
She wins a couple of matches.
I think I actually agree.
Losing the belt.
I think I actually agree with you on the Soul thing, but maybe it was a little bit of Soul's fault. She was fucking up in the ring so much. So maybe that's
all right. Maybe when AJ Lee wins the title, she's actually on TV and does something besides come skipping out and getting the generational, like, what do you call it? Like the bought in crowd reaction where she's a legacy star, so we're gonna cheer for her. How about Maxine actually defending the title against a couple people and still wrestling? Ever since she lost that match with Becky to give her the belt back, she hadn't had a match.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Take this up with Triple H.
I'm just asking.
I don't know what to tell you. Should Soul go back to NXT? Damn, that's a little bit drastic. Nah, because she's been better lately in the ring. I think she
should go back to NXT because her ring gear was way better.
What was her ring gear in NXT? I don't even remember.
I'll just leave it at that.
Well, she never won the NXT Women's Championship. You know, but there's a lot of wrestlers that went up that didn't win it. So, I mean, no, I think she's gonna Raw. Y'all almost convincing me that she should go. Nah, she's good right where she's at.
Speaking of women's championships, TNA right now has a Knockouts television championship tournament going on, which we brought up about a week or so ago, and we were perplexed, confused, taken aback, if you will, about the results of it. And now we have a woman in Mara Sade who's not even with the fucking company right now, who's in the quarterfinals. What is happening with TNA? Like, this is a weekly thing now. We're just like, what the fuck are they doing over there?
Bad business. Like, why would you have a woman that's not signed? Like, you knew this tournament was going to happen in advance. So why would you put her in there if you know that we don't have her signed for a long-term deal? It's just bad business practice.
Here's an idea. You have her lose while she's still under contract. Oh, you don't want to sign a new contract? Cool. You're not going to get the Knockouts TV championship. Here you go. Take this loss. See you next week.
Yeah, I don't know what the company's doing. I was watching Impact yesterday. Jada Stone, she advanced over Jody Threat. So I think it's going to be her probably winning.
I'm sorry. Listen to the names you just said. Jada Stone advances over Jody Threat. And then put in all the names of the people that were in this fucking tournament that could actually be champion. But yet you got Jada Stone beating Jody Threat to get to the, semifinals?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
So you got Mara Sade versus your girl, Heather, by Eggle against.
That's a bad motherfucker right there.
I don't know. I prefer M for some reason. Maybe the taller women.
We can have a tag team match if we want, EJ. That's fine.
All right, but she's got a bye because they eliminated Elena Black and Wendy Chu. So
on a count out. Like, what are we doing? Why do you even have count outs in a tournament match?
I don't know. I don't know what is going on. I'm thinking it's going to be Indy Hartwell winning the whole thing. And there you have it. Especially if you don't have her signed to contract. Have you heard any whispers of what she's going to do next?
Probably go to AEW.
She might get lost in the shuffle there.
She can be TBS champion.
She could. I mean, a lot of people could. Red Velvet could be TBS champion, but
she could go to ROH.
Yeah, I don't mind that. You know,
the same ratings as she was getting on TNA.
Yeah, I don't mind her going to ROH because you could always heat her up at some point and get her on the main roster, so to speak. But yeah, I think she probably wants to be close to her boyfriend Kevin Knight, so I can see her going to AEW.
As fine as she is, I would not want to. If I couldn't work with my significant other.
Why not?
You need some time by yourself sometime. Like going to work is supposed to be when you like get away. Like, goddamn, you're always around.
I mean, it works for Seth and Becky. It works for couples. Trick and Lash.
I mean, it works for a bunch of people. I'm saying it wouldn't work for me.
Well,
Like, I need some time to myself. Like on the road, you know, I just want to play Madden. Madden's coming out tomorrow. And here you are, like, hey, you want to go pick some flowers or go to this apple farm? No, I'm gonna go fucking apple farm. I want to play Madden.
Different strokes for different folks. I still hadn't gotten NCAA. Like, man, I've been off my video game recently. But
I just won the Super Bowl today. Madden comes out tomorrow.
You won the Super Bowl? How you won the Super Bowl without the game being
From
out?
Last year's Madden. I've been playing. I play like one game every week or so, and I finally got through my franchise. But the new Madden comes out tomorrow. I was actually, funny story, shout out to my girlfriend. I was actually playing Madden a couple days ago, and the advertisement for the new one comes out, and she's like, "Is that what you want for your birthday?" I was like, "Sure." I always get Madden for my birthday. She's like, "All right, here. How much is it?" And then sent me the money for me to just buy it so it automatically downloads. She even bought the advanced copy where it comes out 3 days early. So
I'm gonna say, you said it come out on tomorrow. That's a Monday. I'm like, it's a weird day for a game to come out. But I guess it's the advance, right?
Most couples that work together eventually become divorced. See,
I don't know if that's true.
Look at Matt Hardy and Lita.
I don't know if that's true. You can see that with Charlotte and
Triple H and China.
And they were never married. But Charlotte and Andrade, I guess that's true for them. But look at maybe it works for that's why it works for Rhea and Buddy, because they don't work together.
Yeah, what about Buddy and Alexa Bliss?
They were never married either.
They were couples though.
I'm talking about married. He's talking about married. He said divorce.
He said divorce, but he never said married.
Well, you gotta be married to be divorced. You gotta be married to get divorced.
Semantics.
That's not semantics. That's literally what divorce means. Breakup. If he would have said breakup, I would have agreed with you. But
he's from Canada. He doesn't know English well.
Yeah. Is he from?
Actually, I think he's from Houston, isn't he?
Yeah,
no. I think Seafluid's from Texas, but he moved to Canada.
But
that's what I'm thinking. Isn't that Hardy? That's Hardy, right?
You got me.
Nardy Hardy.
But no, I don't know what lie on that, because you got Becky and Seth. They're going strong. They're married. Triple H, Stephanie.
Yeah, but Seth was also with that one wrestler who like released his fucking nude pictures.
Who was that?
I can't remember that. She was like a chick in NXT that was with Seth, and he broke up with her. She was like, "Fine, I'm gonna put your little dick on the internet."
Maybe he's a grower.
I would hate somebody to fucking take unflattering pictures of me. I'm like, that's not who I am as a person.
Apparently Becky likes it. That's the only thing that matters. But I don't even know what we were talking about. What are we talking about? I guess it's the charm of the show.
Let's get to, you want to talk some WWE Radio?
Yeah.
I hadn't really listened to much of it since I listened to Monday's show, and that was all I could take.
So we were speculating whether or not they would talk AEW, because Dave LaGreca, he had a message. He's like, nothing's going to change about the show. And everybody's thoughts on what happened came to fruition. All mentions of AEW are no longer. It's just straight up WWE. I listened to one of the Busted Open After Darks. It was awkward as fuck. It was the one right after Dynamite. It's supposed to be the Dynamite. And Tommy Dreamer was like beating around the bush. He was like, I know people get scared of changes, but we're going to talk about more SummerSlam predictions. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, so
why even have an After Dark if you're not going to talk about what just happened?
Why even still have the show?
You can only talk about SummerSlam so fucking much going into it. Yeah, it's just, they said nothing was going to change, and imagine having a pay-per-view like Redemption on the weekend, and you got to come on and talk about that weak-ass Monday Night Raw show for 3 days. Now, they're getting paid handsomely for it, so more power to them, but just in the world of wrestling media and shit like that, like, if we're being real, Busted Open was one of the like respected shows out there that talked about it. Pro Wrestling Nation was a channel that talked about everything. It literally was in the fucking opening, from the independent scene to the main event of WrestleMania. Like, And now you're just cutting all that out. But the thing that pisses me off is not addressing it and like acting as if you're business as usual when you're not. Like, would it have taken anything to take 5 minutes? Like, yo, guys, like, sorry, we got this contract signed. We're no longer talking AEW. We're no longer talking MLW and independent shit. We're only talking WWE. Instead, you come out and you lie and say nothing's going to change.
Yeah, and that's my thing about it. So, of course, if you're WWE Radio, even though, like I said, it's a little bit, I feel it just feels weird just because this is the wrestling industry. So, a spot like a nationwide radio show, you like to see it cover everything, but you're signed with WWE, so of course they're not going to talk about AEW. My thing is it's like state-sponsored media now.
Yeah,
because Dave LaGreca is allegedly going to still do his rants, but they're run by a company, so they're going to be controlling the narrative on what topics are picked. And if they don't like something you're going to say, it's going to be a word from the boss that we don't hear. Hey, chill out right now. So it's state-sponsored media. It's going to be sanitized, and it's not going to be the same. So it's just like I don't know. I'm thinking about canceling my subscription.
I already have. Honestly, so I only pay like $3.99 for SiriusXM, and I listen to Busted Open maybe twice a week. And it's just like I tried this week, and it's so. I'm not trying to be dramatic and like I'm canceling my subscription. Like I didn't go broadcasting everywhere. But we're talking about it now, but there's no point in me paying for that when I'm not going to listen to it, right? Like they had Triple H on there, and this motherfucker said, I wish people would get invested into the story as much, into the wrestlers as much as they do into the booking.
Yeah, what kind of shit is that to say? Basically, we just like anything we give you, any crap that we put out. Is that what you said? That's what we do.
He's basically saying, I can't book for shit. So watch Soul Ruka do this fucking Soul Snatcher. Like I ain't gonna be able to book her, but man, she can do a move. Also, how you gonna tell us not to pay attention to the behind the scenes shit when you literally got a fucking TV show on Netflix about behind the scenes stuff?
That's nasty work. And I don't know, like you said, they're cutting the amount of stuff they could talk to basically in half. So they're gonna be cycling through the same thing, just saying it a different way. Like that's gonna get redundant. So like, why are you gonna tune in for this? And it's gonna be sanitized because y'all can't really talk about how y'all really feel. You can do it to an extent. It'll be basically kayfabe, like these rants, so to speak.
When they sang Triple H Happy Birthday is when I canceled my subscription.
They sang him Happy Birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
First show, Monday last week. They sang Triple H Happy Birthday. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. This is not.
Chills.
And it's like, and it's, you know, I've had my ups and downs with Busted Open as a whole, but let's be real. Like for 17 years, they were the place you could go for wrestling coverage and shit like that when it comes to radio and actual people getting passes and interviews and shit like that with the wrestlers. They covered everything though. It wasn't just, and now that, like you said, they're just shilling themselves out. It's people say sold out the whole nine. I don't necessarily feel like that. I feel like they work for the company and they're doing what the company tells them, but you built your whole brand on the fans of wrestling, not WWE. Like for years, they rarely talked WWE because TNA was better, because AEW was better. So to now just be like, we're only covering I don't know. It's just, it's annoying, but it is what it is. Hey, come listen to Boot to the Face. We talk about everything.
But they were the main ones that are like lambasting people for being tribalist, and now they work for the company. It's just, I don't know.
They literally used to talk about how they would fall asleep on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, exactly.
They would come in on Tuesdays and be like, yeah, I missed that part because I fell asleep.
Well, they won't be saying that anymore because that check, like you said, that's for people to sign their checks.
WWE can come pay me to talk about them. Speaking of getting paid to talk about WWE, SummerSlam Night 1 was last night, EJ. Let's talk about that before we get up out of here. We'll start at the top. Who was the first? Oh, Liv versus Io. Liv versus Io was good.
Yeah, out of the gate. We both picked Liv. You know, I
It's
love
so
50-50 booking, and that's what happened. But yeah, it was a good match. Good way to kick off the show.
Integrity. One of Kurt Angle's 3 eyes.
They don't have it. They got 2 eyes. I don't even know if they have intensity or intelligence. You got
Bully
Bully on there.
They
They
ain't
don't have
got intelligence. Hell no, not with Bully Ray. No.
But yeah, I thought the match was good. Where does Io go from here, though?
Back of the line.
Damn. So I guess now they can flex. They both got belts. Roxanne might feel out of place with she don't have a belt.
She'll have to go get the IC. Oh, she can't get the IC title. What's her
US title?
And she can't team. Maybe they need another member so she can get the tag titles.
Nah, she can get
JD McDonough to be dressed up like Santina Morella.
That'd be terrible. Triple H would do something like that. Why don't she get Tiffany's belt?
Because she's on SmackDown.
So they don't care. They don't care about brand splits and all of that.
You're gonna have the Intercontinental and the US title in the same fucking faction.
Why not?
On the same show.
Yep.
Just to make Roxanne happy.
Yep.
I loved the ending sequence though last night with Liv and Io, where Io countered the fucking Oblivion, but then Liv wasted no time and fucking went and gave her, what is it, the Code Breaker or whatever?
Yeah, Code Breaker, and then into the Oblivion.
Right into the Oblivion again. I just love at the end of a match when somebody's like, I got this motherfucker. And they don't, that shit we were talking about earlier with AEW wrestlers. She didn't pose to the crowd. She didn't go outside and take a selfie. She's like, I got her on the ropes. Let me end this shit and keep my title. Then she poses to the crowd. I don't know. Something about having that fucking urgency at the end of the match to, damn, fantasy football payments are just going off on my Venmo right now. Something about the urgency at the end of a match that it makes it seem more real when somebody's like, I got him. Let me fucking go. And that's what Liv did. And she beat Io 1-on-1, no cheating. Nothing.
It was some distractions, but it didn't help her win, I guess. Judgment Day came out.
I liked it.
You like them coming out?
I like Liv winning. I'm a big fan of Liv. As much as I love Io, I think Io's won too much lately, and she needs to. It's time. She's on a smaller version. She's like how I feel about Cody right now. Like it's time for you to get out of the title scene and go do something else.
Maybe she goes after the IC belt. I don't know. I'm guessing the next thing for Liv is maybe they tease the Judgment Day breaking up, because I'm just trying to think of what they even do with Liv next.
It's time to put the belt back on Becky.
Why?
Because it's been too long. It's been like 3 years since she's been world champion. She's probably got one more good run at the title left.
She got it during WrestleMania 40 season when somebody had to
almost
vacate.
At 43.
When they had to vacate, so it's
Rhea had to vacate it.
So it's almost been 3. Yeah, I don't know. Becky's good, but I don't like heel versus heel. So I don't know. I think they got to do something to get the belt off Liv before Becky gets it. And she only defended it once.
I do think Judgment Day is on their last legs, though.
Yeah, so maybe that's the next thing. I would say that though, if Raquel didn't have the IC belt, I don't know. Maybe Roxanne is the linchpin that blows everything up.
There's Money in the Bank coming up. Maybe Roxanne cashes in on Liv.
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, book it. You see, you're already a better booker than Hunter.
I mean, the bar is really fucking low. So let's keep with the women. You had the Bella Twins and Paige losing to, I can't think of their name, Fallon Henley and company.
Not toxic, fatal influence.
Let me just say, Fallon Henley, put her on my TV anytime you want to. My goodness.
You're a big Fallon Henley fan. And listening back to the podcast, you called it, you said the Bella's going to beat Paige ass after the
match. And they did. And Nikki had that look on her face as soon as they lost. If you go back and watch it, she looks over at Brie like, we about to get this bitch. And Brie's like, all right, if you say so. Like I shit you not. Go back and watch it. She lifts Paige's arm up in the air and she backs up and she looks at Brie and she's like, you ready? And I don't know if Bree's hurt or not because she was holding her shoulder the whole time and she barely did anything. But yeah, I'm excited about it.
That'd be unfortunate. As soon as one comes back, the other's hurt. I hope it's not that's not the case.
Is Bree really that important though? We don't really need.
I want to see them. I want to see them win the tag belt stuff.
I kind of miss Twin Magic though, but they don't look alike anymore.
Did they ever look alike?
Yeah, they were fucking perfect twins for like the first 10 years of their career. And then Nikki got tits.
Well,
speaking, I didn't mean to say it like that, but one thing that reminded me of that was when Nikki was the champion. I don't think she was fighting Paige or AJ, and they did Twin Magic, and they pinned Bree, and Bree was like, "No, look, my boobs are little." She's like, "I'm not Nikki. Look at my boobs."
That's funny.
So good. But we talked about this last week. I feel like they've wasted Paige's big return. So if this leads to her doing, and I'm not the biggest Paige fan, but I do think she's got her place in wrestling. And we talked about the legacy pop that AJ Lee was getting. Paige gets the same thing. And I think it's unfortunate that AJ Lee came back when she did, right around the time that Paige came back, because they've spent their time focusing on AJ Lee more than Paige. And I think, again, I'm not the biggest fan of her. Like, I don't really think she's that good in the ring, but she's popular as fuck. She's a huge star. Putting her in the tag team division since WrestleMania when her comeback, I don't think was the way to go. So if this is a way to get Paige into like something more important and actually have her on TV, let her cut a couple promos, I'm here for it.
Yeah. I think this is a way to get her back on the singles run and whatnot. Maybe they put her the mid card title on her. I don't know.
And I'm here for Nikki Bella being a heel, by the way. She's such a good heel.
He said you've been 100% right on his predictions. I don't know about that. I was listening back. I think he did get one wrong on the first night, but he needs some advice for FanDuel picks. Hey,
they do FanDuel for WWE?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, when football season starts, we will be. I think I'm going to go back to doing my 3-team parlay predictions and who I'm betting on every week. But we'll see.
But yeah, I thought the match was fine. I think Fatal Influence, that's a good win to keep them having momentum. And I think you should put the mid-card belt on JC Jane, even though I've never been the biggest JC Jane fan. For some reason, I just like factions with all the gold. It's a good look.
I think it's odd that JC Jane's been in 2 factions, and she's like the worst in every Technically, she's been in 3 because Fatal Influence had other members. So, like, you're still the worst.
I don't think Jasmine Nix was better than her. I don't think. You think Laney Reed is better than her?
Yeah.
Now you got me defending her. I don't know.
JC Jane's trash, man. She's awful.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say trash. That's rude, but she's awful.
She's not good, but for some reason I like factions with all the belts. So why not get the belt off of Tiffy? She's not really doing
And she's
anything.
like, we've talked about it before. She tries too hard to be like
Sexy.
Seductive. Yeah. Like that little dance she does when she comes out, she can throw her hip at a place. Now Fallon Henley, she ain't trying at all. She just walks out there and just oozes fucking hot.
Yeah. And they kind of fast track. They kind of fast track my cousin Laney Reed, even though she spells it with an I.
Damn, Laney and fucking Myron, you like a Samoan dynasty. What you reads in wrestling? Y'all just claim everybody.
Bronson.
Bronson Reed. Y'all just claim everybody.
Yeah. So, yeah. Shout out to them though. Fatal Influence getting the job done.
How'd you like my boy, the national treasure Nick Aldis, was in ring return or debut in WWE? He was over.
He showed out. The fans were into it. You know, everybody knew he wasn't going to win, but he showed that he didn't have a lot of ring rust or at ring rust at all. I didn't really see any ring rust on his end. Good showing. So, you think he wrestles moving forward in some capacity?
I've been seeing a lot of stuff online like, all right, put Nick Aldis back in the ring full time. I don't know if I agree with it. I think he's a really good GM. I think he would be a great hybrid to have a GM that can wrestle every now and then. But the story has to be right.
Even though he's not GM, kind of like a Nigel McGuinness, he's going to be in this Continental Cup.
Something like that. But if he loses, he retires. If he loses to, he's fighting Lee Moriarty at ROH's next pay-per-view for the Pure Championship. And if he loses, he can't wrestle for ROH anymore.
I don't mind that because he can still wrestle on AEW.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see him like in a hybrid, like you said, to see him when the story calls for it. All right, I'm gonna take this jacket off and beat your ass.
Right. Like, all right, you don't want to listen? Meet me in the ring. I didn't ask your motherfucking ass 3 times. Quit talking crazy to me. Meet me in the ring.
Alex says, "Will Chad Cable win the championship?" Well, we'll talk about what we think about night 2 in a little bit after we finish covering night 1. What were some other takes from the night that you liked or disliked?
I love the Nick Aldis stuff. I was glad that the crowd acknowledged him and gave him, like, you know, that's somebody's dream to get to WWE, and he got there as a producer and then ended up as an on-air GM. You get to debut at SummerSlam. Not only are you debuting at SummerSlam, but you're actually over as a motherfucker. Like, honestly, you don't need to wrestle anymore. Like, you got that moment forever. Then your wife, the super hot Mickey James, gets in the ring, and your son's in there, and like, what else do you need? Fuck a title.
A Mania moment.
Yeah, that shit's overrated. That Sting.
Well, that's because of your boy Triple H, but I digress. Yeah, so a really good showing, like you said, one of the biggest shows of the year, second biggest show. So, what else can you say?
Cody and Punk don't main event.
Yeah, listen back. You called it too. You said, "What if Oba main event?" You said, "I see Oba main event," and you're right. I mean, I wouldn't have booked it like that. I would have had Oba and Brock opening the show, and I would have closed with the WWE title. But I don't know. I guess that's I don't know. I don't get why Oba and Brock closed the show because out of all the matches, that match was okay in my eyes.
Well, let's start with Punk and Cody, and I just something's missing for this for me.
It went a whole 30 minutes.
Should have been.
It went a whole 30 minutes.
And I'm sorry. It's to the point now where I'm not even gonna say I'm a Cody guy anymore. But Cody's just he's just not good in the ring anymore. Like that fucking Cody cutter, enough of that shit already.
What's the difference between a Cody cutter and an OG cutter?
Cody does one.
Oh. It's the same move, right?
Yeah, it's the same fucking move. Only looks like shit when Cody does it.
Yeah, I thought the match was fine. One stupid thing I might be nitpicking, like, did Punk shit on himself? Did he have brown on the back of his tights? I wasn't paying attention that close.
I don't know, but you know, I'm a big ring gear guy. I thought Punk looked dope in green.
Oh yeah, I don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, it's a color you never really see people wearing. I thought he looked dope, man. I'm not a Punk guy at all, you know that, but I thought he looked phenomenal in green. Like, it's a different. It went well with, you know, he's a body guy now, so it went well with how he looks now. All the steroids he's on.
Hey, allegedly, we're not trying to get sued on boot to the face. One little thing that I'm nitpicking about, for some reason, it stood out to me. Why do that table spot? As injury prone as he is, like, so many things could have went wrong with that.
Even the way he landed, like, he was trying to protect himself.
That was just stupid. Like, you don't need to do that. You're almost 50. Like, why? I don't know. But other than that, like you said, nothing really stood out to me in the match. It was fine. It went long.
Yeah, I'm just over Cody matches, man. Like, he went for that fucking Cody cutter like 4 times. Like, you ain't got nothing else in your arsenal?
Guess not.
So the match ends with a ref bump and then the return of Randy Orton.
Randall Keith Orton. Good to see Randy back, Alex says. Yeah, I mean, they had to tie the story back because after he punted Cody and Randy, he just disappeared. So I guess that's how you had to book it. We both predicted Punk would win. No, you got Cody, actually. You had Cody winning.
Yeah.
Because I asked you why you like Cody to win, and you just said just because you hated Punk.
That's fair.
I predicted Punk to win, and that must make sense. Like I said, like you said, it is kind of good when it's like almost like a booked like a shoot sport, but like Punk just got the title. Like, why put it back on Cody? We don't need to see another Cody run right now.
I think the best part about Cody losing is the fact that with Orton coming back, that takes Cody out of the title picture for a while. Not number one contender, not trying to go for the title, not being the champion. Like, he can finally do something that has nothing to do with the title, because I got Cody fatigue in the championship picture right now. Like, Roman took 2 years off. You can take a couple years off from the championship picture.
I don't know if it'll be a couple years off, but definitely 6 months. Can you at least take 6 months off without being around the title?
Right.
So I'm guessing, what's the next pay-per-view? Like, I don't even know. Is it Money in the Bank?
We got Sunday night's main event here in Atlanta in September.
Are you going to that?
I don't know. I'm trying to get tickets through my job. If I can't get in through my job, I probably won't go because they're expensive as fuck.
So yeah,
and that's like a week or two after we get back from London. So yeah, the funds are gonna be real low around then.
That's gonna be, like you said, in Atlanta on September 6th. Then they got Worlds Collide the same day as All Out. They love doing that. And then Money in the Bank is October. So that's like the next WWE PLE is October. That's a long time from now.
That's in New Orleans, right?
It's just the beginning of August. Yeah, it's in New Orleans at the Smoothie King Center.
Well, wow, I mean, they technically they're counting Sunday night's main event as a PLE though, because it's on Sunday.
But we all know it's a glorified house show. Nothing of significance gonna happen on that.
That's true.
Honestly, Brock's might need a Hell in a Cell. Yeah, we'll talk about it in a second.
Well, let's get to it now. Speaking of the main event, Oba defeats Brock Lesnar in Hell in a Cell. The cell looked weird, did it not? It didn't look like the regular Hell in a Cell. It was very
long. Yeah,
it was real like TKO-ish. Like, it looked very gimmicky.
Yeah, and like I think it was C-Fluid. Like, did that really need a Hell in a Cell the way that match was booked? The match was like a little underwhelming to me.
Yeah, they really didn't use the cell that much.
Yeah, they didn't use the cell.
Also, and you know, not to talk shit about Oba or anything. One, Oba looks phenomenal. Dude's got abs now.
Yeah, he looks shredded out there.
Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, as if he needed anything else. Now he's got abs.
Because he always used to have that little layer of extra little padding, but now, like you said, he's ripped up now.
Brock pulls the ring mat up and hits Oba with a tombstone and does the Undertaker thing, which popped me. Just because Brock versus Undertaker was always such a big. They fought in Hell in a Cell twice, I believe, right?
I don't know.
Brock won both of them, but Oba goes for the fall from grace. Was he supposed to do that on the exposed part of the ring?
That's what people are saying. They're saying Brock got mad because it's supposed to be on the exposed.
If you go back and watch, when he hits the fall from grace, the camera's right there on Brock. Brock hits the mat and looks over at the fucking exposed wood. Like, what the fuck? And honestly, I thought Brock was going to kick out. Like, if I was Brock, I would have kicked out and had him
do it again.
Like, do it on the fucking wood like we talked about. But he just hits the fall from, and what an anticlimactic end to a Hell in a Cell match. Like, a powerbomb wins it?
Okay, yeah, that was very underwhelming. But before I forget, after the match, Brock got on the mic. You predicted that he would retire, but he didn't give a definitive retirement speech or whatnot.
He basically did. He said, "This is the past and this is the future." Like, past means I'm done, does it not?
Nope. It doesn't mean. I think he's going for that Saudi bag.
That doesn't mean he's not retired.
What? So you can still wrestle and be retired?
Look at Shawn Michaels did it.
Yeah, it was weird though. The match was terrible. I don't think that's the last we see Brock in the ring though.
You're probably right, but I think for the most part he's done.
Maybe he'll pop up whenever he wants to.
Yeah,
but like I said, that was anticlimactic for Hell in a Cell. I'm not sure why it closed. I get it. You want Oba, the next big thing, because that's what they dubbed him at the end of the match, to be the last thing you see. But I'm I'm kind of like traditionalist when it comes to having your world title on last, and I think this could have opened the show. The way the match played out, why didn't that open the show to give people?
Not when Punk's the champion. Who gives a shit?
Of course, you would like that, but
yeah, he's not a main eventer.
Other than that, night one was fine. Both of us got the 6-man tag wrong. We thought Bloodline would win. LA Knight actually pinned your boy Jay.
Got Jey Uso. What a fall this guy's had. He went from world champion to losing the lame ass Night.
Damn, two people catching strays. Why are you hating on Knight like that?
Because he sucks.
I'm a fan of LA Knight. I don't think he's ever gonna win a world title, but yeah, like what happened to went from winning a world title to being the fall guy? Like you had Jimmy right there to take the fall.
Exactly. Jimmy's just literally right there. You got Solo fucking mocking him, doing the running back.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, Solo's come out of his shell, man.
I was saying that probably have him back in the bloodline, but he's been getting good fans' reactions. They might just keep him face from now on.
Yeah.
He went from main event to mid card, according to Alex, real fast.
Yeah, he really did. He's what we call him last week? He's a good hand.
Oh shit!
Is that what we were saying about people last week? Jay's a good hand.
God, damn, the disrespect is crazy. Calling Jay a good hand. See, Fluid Jay is taking the fall in the ring in the courts
and in the courts
and in the courts.
Divorce. Wow.
Oh,
damn, Seafood. How you know?
I mean, he's winning as far as is right. This new flame goes.
Have you not seen him on Instagram? I don't think he's losing at all. Miss Parker.
Exactly. So I don't know.
I'm not taking any shots at his ex. I don't know what she looks like, but I know what Jada Parker looks like. And regardless of what his ex looks like, he's doing all right.
Yeah. Any other takes from night one? I think we covered everything.
Yeah, it was an underwhelming SummerSlam night one, honestly. Hopefully night one was supposed to be the one that was stacked.
Yeah.
And now we got night two tonight. And if night one was shit, what's gonna happen tonight?
I'm gonna say, so what do you expect out of night two? Let's go through our picks and see if you want to flip your picks on any to change. So me and you both had Sammy over Finn Balor. I had Danhausen.
Kevin Owens coming back.
I had Danhausen. You had Dom. And
I got Dom still.
Okay. We both had Roman. I'm keeping that one.
Mm-hmm.
You had Chelsea Green. I had Charlotte. I think I might flip my pick. I think I'm going with Chelsea in this one. Just because, like you said, I went back listening. I think you're right. I think Charlotte and Jade might cancel each other out in this one. So I'm going Chelsea in this one too. I have Gable and you have Penta.
Yeah, I don't really. Gable's the hometown guy, but I don't know, man. They got something in Penta where they're not taking the fuck. I thought he'd lose the belt at WrestleMania, and he still got the fucking belt. Alex in the chat says, let's talk about that real fast. Do you see Kevin coming back? I do see Owens coming back tonight, and I see him helping Sami Zayn.
I think this injury might be more serious than people think it may be. I don't know if we see him tonight. He's been coached down at the Performance Center. He's on LFG. I don't know about that. It'd be a nice surprise though if he came back. So
I miss Kevin Owens. I went from being a person that doesn't like Kevin Owens at all to like him being one of my favorite people on TV.
You didn't like him when he was the prize fighter coming up and beating John Cena?
Yeah, I didn't like him back then. I didn't like him in NXT. I didn't like him when I didn't like his Universal title run. Like, he was annoying to me, but he's fucking grown on me, man.
I liked his Universal with him and Jericho, the celebration of friendship.
There's just something about a motherfucker that wrestles in basketball shorts that don't look like he can play basketball.
That is a little weird, his outfit. I've never been a fan of his gear. I've never been a fan of his gear like that. I do like his WrestleMania shirts. I thought those were dope.
KO Mania 4, KO Mania 5.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. We think you get any surprises at the main event?
I mean, who could you have as a surprise besides The Rock?
Maybe some type of I don't know.
Is Moxley gonna come back?
That would definitely be a surprise. All surprises.
Right. I wonder if Busted Open be able to talk about it.
Man, they just skip all over it. They're just confused. Their minds just explode. Can we talk? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't happen with the main event. Maybe it happens in other parts. Like I figured this Danhausen Dama would be a complete shit show of a match.
Judy Bagwell on the pole match.
Yeah, basically. Oh, did I say Trick? I had Trick. You got Corbin. I had Trick. You had Corbin. You keeping that one?
Yeah, I'll stick with that one. Bum ass Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
I don't think they would put Corbin in a match at SummerSlam if he wasn't gonna win. And I think, I mean, as much as I like Trick, I don't think he's there in the ring yet. But
what is he not doing in the ring that you don't like?
It ain't that I don't like it. It's just missing something.
What's missing?
One, he needs a new finisher.
Yeah, we talked about that
trick
last
shot's
week.
not
Trick
good.
shot.
He wrestles more like a heel. You know, big, slow, methodical.
What I want him to do though is change his cadence up because he was getting what chance on SmackDown. Like, first of all, fans, get over it. That's shit happened 20 years ago. Why are you still whatting people? But
right,
we talk about this switch the cadence
now.
up.
We don't what
exactly. Unfortunately, I believe Corbin went. Seafood's with you, huh? Corbin has to win, and he doesn't. They brought him back for no reason. He doesn't have to win necessarily. Maybe Yachty turns on Trick.
I feel like Corbin is going to win though, or else this will be on SmackDown.
That might be right.
That's just me reading too much into how they're doing stuff instead of just picking who I think is going to win. But yeah, I think Corbin's going to win. I think it's time to get Trick in the main event scene.
I don't know if
you saw him talking shit to Punk.
I thought he was he? I saw him backstage. I thought he was. I guess he was because he's like, maybe I'll get that belt too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit too soon for him to go in the main event. I was all about it when he first hopped on the scene, but they've kind of cooled him down a little bit. So
I feel like you got to strike while the iron's hot, like we talked about with Tony Khan. If you wait too long, you go with the risk of him cooling down more than what he is now.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, be interesting. What you got on the menu for the night for SummerSlam night 2?
Whiskey.
Talk about food. Usually grilling up something or
I thought about smoking ribs or something tonight, but I didn't go get any. So I think we might just do wings.
I think I might do some Nashville hot chicken.
Yeah, we're gonna do wings, I believe. I think my girlfriend took wings out the freezer and she's making those tonight. So some dry rub wings is what we're doing.
I'm a big fan of dry rub.
Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week. Speaking of rubbing dry, who you got?
Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week.
I got my pick already.
I guess I'll take Mercedes with her and Willow's back and forth.
Not mad at that.
Nice little ensemble she had. Some Harold's chicken. It'll be my own version of Harold's. Or Chris's version of Harold's. I heard Harold's overrated. That's a Chicago spot. I heard it's overrated.
Is it?
That's what they say. A lot of people love it.
I thought Harold's is in LA.
Nah, Harold's
I'm wrong.
Chicago.
Yeah.
But who's your Street Clothes wrestler?
Seafluid picked Kenny Omega.
Oh yeah, Kenny's got some nice suits lately, so I'm not mad at that.
He must have heard me talking about him wearing pajamas all the fucking time. I'm gonna go with Jamie Hayter.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what show she was on.
Jamie Hayter on Dynamite, those little jean shorts and British flag shirt she was wearing.
You say you hadn't been a fan of her that 70s look, but I don't know. I dig her.
She's I don't even know how to say what I'm gonna say, so I ain't gonna say it. Let's just say she's getting back to the Jamie Hayter that was the world champion build.
I was my AEW has like the channel that they run 24/7, and they had an episode for Dynamite for like 2021 or 2022 when she was still with DMD. Like she looked like a completely different person.
She
also
did.
also was Rebel with them. Shout out to Rebel, like going with
Yeah.
the ALS. Like I was watching the interview she just did. It's heartbreaking. Like it's like a very terrible disease.
Yeah, seeing her, I guess you call it journey on social media the last couple of years, where she's in and out of the hospital and she never could find answers to what it was, and by the time they did, it had like started kicking her ass already. It is sad. So if you can donate to ALS and try to get a cure for it, do it. Or keep Rebel in your thoughts and prayers, or whatever you believe in. So yeah, that's a sad thing going on.
She's like, it probably won't find a cure for me, but it can for people in the future. So like you said, donate. And they did the ice bucket challenge on Collision with the conglomeration. So yeah, donate to the cause if you can.
Alex says y'all gonna do your call outs for ice bucket. I think we got to do it if we
you gotta
out, right? And I'm not fucking doing that.
You gotta do it for you.
Just point me to the website. I'll just donate. I used to do cold plunges, and that shit is rough.
I do it, but I don't have really anybody to pour the ice bucket on me. So I guess I just have to donate.
Find somebody. Just go get your neighbor. Like, hey,
yes.
Put a fucking ski mask on. And you got any hot neighbors?
The neighbors right next to me, they're married, a young married couple. They're like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, get the wife to pour the fucking shit on you in a bikini and have the husband film it. You never know. It might be a good relationship y'all got working after that.
I wouldn't want to. It's a big dude over there. I don't think he wouldn't take kindly me asking for his wife to be in a bikini. That'd be
mad respectful. About these people nowadays, EJ. It's a new world we live in now.
I haven't seen any upside down pineapple, so I'll just keep it friendly and keep it PG. I don't want to mess up my relationship.
You got anything else you want to get to before we get up out of here?
No, I think we hit it all. So next week we'll be back for night 2, and hopefully we get a good show on tonight.
What is next week? Is anything happening this week besides SummerSlam?
Nope.
Yeah, next week, same time, same channel. Everybody, we appreciate everybody in the chat as usual. Hopefully y'all hit that like button, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Tell all your friends about us. We are every week at noon Eastern on YouTube, and then we'll release the audio usually on Monday on all your favorite podcasting platforms. Thanks again to everybody in the chat. We appreciate all the interaction. And until next week, for EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. This has been another episode of Boot to the Face. Until next week, peace.